The name Assateague originates from the Algonquian language, a group of languages spoken by the indigenous tribes along the Atlantic coast. The name is believed to mean the place across, or the river on the other side. The native tribes who lived in this area before the arrival of European settlers were part of the Powhatan Confederacy, which dominated much of the coastal regions of Virginia and Maryland. The word Assateague refers to the Assateague tribe, one of the Algonquian-speaking peoples who inhabited the coastal areas. They lived in what is now Assateague Island and the surrounding islands. These tribes lived by hunting, gathering and fishing, relying on both the sea and the land for their survival. Their name reflects their strong connection to nature and the coastal region they inhabited. The Algonquian tribes, including the Assateague, were part of a vast cultural and trading network along the mid-Atlantic coast. They built seasonal villages, moving according to nature's cycles, hunting deer and other wild animals, and fishing and gathering shellfish from the sea and river estuaries. They also farmed during the summer months, growing corn, squash, and beans. When European settlers arrived in the early 17th century, the lives of these indigenous tribes were drastically altered. Conflicts with the new settlers, as well as the spread of diseases brought from Europe, significantly reduced the population of the native tribes. Many members of the Assateague tribe and other Algonquian-speaking peoples either left their lands or merged with other tribal groups to survive. Initially, the relationship between the native tribes and European settlers involved trade and cultural exchange. However, over time, the settlers' need for land, particularly for farming and settlement, led to conflicts with the indigenous people. The Assateague tribe, like many other native tribes, lost their lands and were forced to relocate or adapt to increasingly challenging conditions into the coastal areas. Though the Assateague tribe no longer dominates the region, their legacy lives on in place, names and knowledge about the local ecology. The origin of the name Assateague is a tribute to the indigenous peoples who first inhabited this land and lived in harmony with nature. Today, the island is known not only for its natural beauty and wild horses, but also as a silent witness to the long history of the native peoples who first called it home. The heritage of the Algonquian tribes, including the Assateague, is still honoured by many local residents and visitors who recognise the importance of respecting the history and culture of the area's original inhabitants.